I am going to make a shirt, and here is the pattern I'm gonna use, the S9279 Simplicity. So I need some interfacing and fabric. I have this cute Disney fabric here, scissor, and a roller. So let's open this package. The instruction here and the pattern is here. So I am going to make this style B. So I need to cut every pieces with B here. So from 1 to 6, I need to cut pattern 1 to 6. So both 1 and 2, they have a cutting line for fill B, and it's shorter than fill A. So I think fill A shirt is longer, and yeah, I just need a shorter one. So I just cut this off. In pattern 5 also, the sleeve have 2 lengths. This is for B and for A. A is longer, and I'm gonna go with the B, so shorter sleeve. So now I cut all this pattern that I want, pattern 1 to 6. The size that I want is size 48. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them with the fabric. So here I finished cutting the pattern with the fabric. Pattern 6 is just a buttonhole guide, so I don't need to cut a fabric with it, but everything is ready to go. Yep. So I actually like folding the pattern with the fabric together, so it's just like easier when I follow the pattern guide, like putting 1 and 2 together, putting 3 and 4 together like that. They use the number on the instructions, so it's just gonna be easier for me to look for the pieces instead of like every piece is just like everywhere. So that's how I organize my patterns. Put the interfacing and the fabric together for pattern 1 and pattern 4. So here I think the first step, I'm going to stage stitch the neckline in pattern 1, and then fold the buttonhole line, and then sew a straight line over there. So basically one stage stitch, and then fold this interfacing line, fold inside, and then like sew this like line here. So I finished step 1, and now I'm on step 2 and 3 with pattern 2 and 3. So basically stage stitch the 3 neckline and towards the center, and then put 3 and 2 together, just like one piece of 3. So here you see I pinned this the right side together. This is pattern 3 and pattern 2. Yep, so I'm just gonna show a straight line here. So I finished step 2, and now I'm on step 3, which is connecting the shoulder of the pattern 1 to, to here where I pin. So here and here, sew them together. And now here I'm on step 4. So I just need to put the other piece of yoke together on this line. So like this is the other piece of pattern 3, the yoke, and just like here, mesh them together and sew right here. Okay, so step 4 is done. I put them together, and now step 5, I just need to like flick this thing up here and possibly like fold it to the seam to match with this seam, and then just sew it. So here and like this, and sew right here. So I finished step 5 and put them together. So now we're on step 6. Basically just put the interfacing, put them together, and we have done that already. And now we'll just like put them right side together, I think, and then we just like here we just sew around like here. Okay, so I finished sewing around the collar. So step 6 is done, and now I'm on step 7. I need to turn the collars and then just put the collar on the neck area. So basically I turn it, and then the non-interfacing side will attach to the neck area on the outside. So after doing step 4, 5, 6, I think I'm pretty stuck with step 7 and 8. I have no idea what to do, so I'm going to need to wait for my friend who is very good at sewing and have her to teach me to understand how to do step 7 and 8 and to move forward. So while putting the project on hold to wait for my friend to teach me, I am going to need to just do a little bit by myself. So this is the sleeve. I just do zigzag the wall edges all the way zigzag, and then I draw a 1-inch line here, and I'm going to fold them 1/2 inch twice, and then just sew it to have a clean edges, just like this. This is the 1-inch line, and fold them twice and pin them, and I'm going to sew it all. Sew a line here. I am not following the pattern here. I don't know how the pattern will want me, maybe like fold it. I don't know how they want me to close the edges. I'm just doing this my way, but I'm guessing that the end result with the sleeve will be very similar, you know, a clean edges, and then sew the sleeve on when it's ready. So yeah, so I'm just going to do the sleeve for now, and then we'll come back for step 7 and 8 and moving forward. I'm back from asking my friend about step 7 and 8. So here is the collar, and the side that does not have the interfacing, and you will need to like press it down and iron it along the way like this, all the way. So I'm gonna go up and down, and instead of like moving forward and backward, it's just because the interfacing is still here, so I don't want to move the interfacing. So I just want to go up and down just to press this line. Okay, and so now I need to like put the collars, the one with interfacing. I just need to go around the neckline and pin them. Just pin them for now, so don't do any sewing yet. So just you know, match with the notches and pin this all around. So now you see that I pin it all the way the color, I pin it all the way to the neckline. So now I'm going to fold this button line or something over just on this, so it's still stuck out here. Just to fold this over and then pin this. Okay, now we're ready to sew. You see how this is folded? So we just sew this line here. Just this line. Make sure you don't sew on the other half of the collar. So just this one line. So I've finished sewing the line. I actually sew a smaller line closer to the edge by mistake. I just wasn't aware of the seam allowance, but it's okay. I just sew one like with the seam allowance here, this second line. So I'm quite nervous right now. We're just gonna flip it together and see how I did. Okay, so I think you just flip this corner together. Okay, this corner. Yay! So yeah, I did it. So this is how it looked from the back. Looks pretty good. So a little bit hole here because it caught the fabric and I have to use a pick to pick it. So I may have to resew this part right here. But overall it looks pretty good. So now the next step is to hand stitch. So now this step, you know how I already press it, iron this. I need to go over the part that I just sewed and close it. So in this line, I'm going to have to hand stitch it like this. So I have finished hand stitching. It's not perfect, but it took me a while to do it because it's my first time hand stitching. Well, at least the collar is done, so I'm quite happy because it's like kind of difficult part for me because I've never done that before. But yay, it's done. And so the next part is to put the sleeve on. So just put the sleeve on like this. So one line for both sides of the sleeve. Okay, so now that I have sewed the sleeve on the bodice, and we can move on to the next step, which is just like close this side line. So we're gonna sew here and the sleeve. So now I sew this together. It's already looking so much like a shirt. I think the next step will be 12, 13, 14. So basically just to flip this like outside a little bit and sew right here, and you turn this around and then hem the whole lower edge. So I finished hemming the lower edges here. It looks looking good, the shirt. And my next step will be sewing a line on the this facing, and then sew the button and buttonholes, and then it'll be all done. So I fold this buttonhole guide in half, and then place it here, and then use a color washable marker, and I just write down the buttonhole mark, and I'm gonna sew it. So just to make sure you're sewing on the left side of the shirt, and then the right side will be the button. Okay, now I sew all the buttonhole, you see, and I'll just need to really like pick the hole. So I've finally finished this project, yay! Thank you so much for watching this video and being part of this journey with me. This is definitely a learning curve to figure out so many things I've never done before, like following pattern and sewing a man's shirt. So quite happy how it turned out. I mean, at least it's wearable. I will definitely like hope to see more improvement in my future project. Yeah, thanks for being part of this journey with me, and I hope you guys can subscribe to my channel if you guys like anything sewing and fashion and just like some lifestyle content. Then this channel is for you, and this is actually my first video, yay! So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next time. Bye.